started the band, I wanted to make sure that it sounded as different from a lot of the other more popular instrumental bands at the time, like Explosions or Mogwai or Mono. And I thought the easiest and most effective way to do that would just not have a guitar player. I just love being a band of two people. It's just so easy, and it's easy to coordinate and make unanimous decisions.
I think we definitely embrace the fact of having no vocals makes that the song doesn't have to be about that then. Like if the song is whatever, people automatically assume the song is about whatever the vocals are. If the song doesn't have any vocals, it can be whatever you imagine it's about.
Yeah. A lot of instances where a person's voice might turn off a lot of people. It's a very subjective preference of what is a good voice. And when you take that out of the equation, it kind of, I think it frees it so more people have the potential to like it. There's a lot of songs where you can think you might like the song, but after you listen to it 2 or 3 times, the lyrics might just be so bad you never want to listen to it again, you know. But the flip side is true too. You know, there are some songs I like to listen to simply because the lyrics are so great. I mean, you're just gonna have to take both of them.
I think as most bands are kind of almost disposable in the scene. As in, like, if you just look at band listings, for example, in whatever newspaper of your choice, they'll see a band and you'll probably never see them again, you know, as in the listings, because they'll play maybe 1 or 2 or 3 shows and they either transform into something else. And so it's almost hard to get a hold of who is the scene relative to how many bands there are. There are very few names that are recognizable as being Minneapolis or Twin Cities bands.
I do think there's only a few bands in town that I think have legitimate draws other than their friends that come to shows where people come to see that specific band. And it's hard to become that, especially when there's so many bands. It's really easy to get lost in the shuffle of things. I do think that there is some type of support network that helps get bands up to that next level in town here. You know, what you guys are doing, I think, is great. You know, places like Radio K, you know, they play stuff that other radio stations in town won't touch, and I appreciate that a lot.
Optimistic side of me says that, you know, some bands going to make it really big from here. I mean, obviously there have been, and hopefully the more of those bands come along, if they come along in quick succession, then I think the Twin Cities become more known nationally as a music hub as opposed to flyover country.